I can't see the comments on
I'm
this.
embarrassed
So
to say I was 16 when 9/11 happened, but one reason I envy Zoomers is they are so fortunate they never had to witness how wildly stupid America got in the aftermath of 9/11. You guys can't even imagine it.
I just want to remind every single person that, like, you know, hears about the fucking unity in the aftermath of 9/11 and how much Americans like talk about how united the country was and how sick it was, and that we should like go back to that or some
30
shit.
months, let's go.
Those people are oftentimes overwhelmingly white, or at the very least just not Muslim. Okay, a group of people that did not like the unity at the time. Let me tell you, do you know who those group of people were? Fucking Muslims. Okay, Arabs, men and people, you know, just literally scared shitless all over the fucking streets, like terrified that, you know, they're gonna get spit on. Six, of course, is another group of individuals that literally was like, we're fucked now, I guess, because, you know, America's fucking chickens came home to roost, and now they're gonna fucking kill us
9/11 was
for literally no reason. Just like, you know, it created the absolute fucking most psychotic wave of like anti-Muslim and anti-anything like Muslim adjacent that looks Muslim fervor in this country like no one has ever seen.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
One year pog.
So I just wanna remind you that, like, when Americans talk about uniting post 9/11, they were talking about uniting to you know, murder Muslims or whoever they thought was a Muslim, just brown people, just like brown people that were Muslim adjacent. Never forget that the first victim of white supremacist terror in the aftermath of 9/11 was a Sikh man, I believe in Texas, who was murdered by a racist dipshit who thought that he was a Muslim. 4 days after 9/11.
I'm a Korean War vet. Why are you wearing that hat?
Or was it in Phoenix? 4 days. That's right. So just, you know, when people say shit like that, ignore them because they're fucking delusional, psychotic. Their understanding of the world and you know how things look like post 9/11 is delusional, not real, does not represent reality, or you know, clouded by the privilege that they had. And the attitudes that people demonstrate towards Arabs and brown folk still exist to this day, still permeate to this day. That has not changed. Like, it's been a hard endeavor to undo some of that.
25 months giving money.
It has been rather difficult to combat against that misinformation, but you saw bile and hatred from even those who posed as liberals. Many liberals, as a matter of fact. Sam Harris being one of the greatest purveyors of Islamophobia under the guise of liberalism. He was able to just, like, you know, take advantage of the pre-existing fears that a lot of Americans had. He was able to direct all of that anger against just all fucking Muslims. Fuck Bill Maher, certainly.
There's two good WWE
9/11
ones, one in which there was an old sign from like 1989-1991 about the tag team Twin Towers being destroyed, and you can't beat John Cena saying...
On the morning of 9/11, my political science professor made me leave class so the other students could grieve and process safely. I was 18 and living away from my parents for the first time. I used to wear a hijab back then. I was the only recognizable Muslim in the class. Yeah. So, you know, and I love when people will turn around and just be like, wow. Like, even now, even to this day, when we talk about the impact of 9/11 on the world stage Or when we talk about the impact of 9/11 on, like, you know, Muslims and brown people living in America, everyone still says, like, oh, spare me the fucking waterworks, brother. Who cares? Like, yeah, we were racist. What the fuck? The real victims are, you know, the people that died in those fucking towers. Like, yeah, no shit. They are the victims. They are victims. It was a terrifying thing. But except your attitude towards, like, random individuals that have absolutely nothing to do with 9/11 and are completely against it is also psychotic.
9/11 months. Power on?
There are still people that lose their fucking minds whenever I talk about Islam in 2021. There's still, like, otherwise progressive individuals that literally lose their fucking shit whenever they hear me talk about Islam.
Just Pikachu raced at how much money I have
and
given
turn
her.
around and go like, oh, fuck you. You know, you're wrong. Muslims are fucking bad across the board. It's like a violent ideology. How am I racist if
shit,
I'm
10
just
months.
against
My
Islam?
life really has gone downhill.
Yeah, like as though there's no racial component to being Muslim. Like, bro, they're not shitting on, like, Chechens until they figure out that they're fucking Muslim. You know that, right?
8 months on the 11th of September.
Like, even for me, like, I benefit tremendously from being white passing as shit. You know what I mean? I wonder why people don't have that same fucking kind of reaction. I wonder why people's reaction changes when they find out my name is Hassan. It's hard for you to comprehend because you know what the fuck my name is. You know what my background is. I'm in a, you know, position of prominence.
Thank you
a
for
public
your
figure, so it's a little different. But, like, I wasn't my entire fucking life. Anyway, let's keep going.
Get out of here! Come on!
What came down, though? What came down?
We crashed. The other
for
trade
your
center's
service,
down.
but
It's
still.
down. It's down.
So let's get started. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The first hate crime casualty after 9/11 was a sick man named Balbir Singh Sodhi, murdered by a man who thought Balbir was Muslim. On the Daily Show, Hassan Minhaj asked, why don't you just go, hey, I'm not Muslim? This was my response. I hope you'll join us.
Why don't you just go, hey, I'm not Muslim?
It's just not an option for us to throw another community under the bus, even if it means things are harder for us. We believe it's the right thing to do.
Like, we need to be better than that as Americans. And that's what our Sikh values.
Why don't you just
I love that there's still white people telling me it's actually Sikh when there's literally a Sikh dude in the fucking chair that calls himself Sikh. Okay? But white people in the chat are like, no, they're Sikh, bro. Like, you're saying it wrong. Yeah, tell that guy he's saying it wrong, dude. Come on, white people. Tell the Sikh man that he's saying he's saying it wrong. Go ahead. I'm saying it correctly. Shut the fuck up.
Boy.
So, again, it was a fucking horrible tragedy. Like, I don't think anyone is like disagreeing with that. I mean, there might be some people. It's like, obviously innocent civilians do not deserve to fucking die.